The study of agrobiodiversity nutrition can be done in many different ways and many different pathways. We've decided to look at a very important pathway, or at least we think it's very important, in the context of what it means to have a diet that's sustainable. We use the term sustainable diets because we want to introduce different dimensions of the diet. Everybody knows what a diet is and what those foods for them means. They make choices based on the money they have or the crops that are in the fields. They make those decisions on the time they have to prepare that food. They make decisions in terms of their understanding of how nutritious or healthy that food is. And there are trade-offs associated with those decisions. What we want to do is take those kinds of thought processes that we all make every day and do that as an institution by looking at dimensions in a standardized way that we can able to describe health and well-being in terms of diets that have dimensions of environmental sustainability. In 2010 there was a symposium on this issue about sustainable diets and biodiversity. That symposium was an opportunity for different scientists to come together, social scientists, plant scientists, animal scientists, nutritionists, and to actually come up with a consensus definition of what we mean by sustainable diets. And through a series of case studies, and particularly profiling the Mediterranean diet, we're able to come up with some recommendations, an agenda for moving forward on mainstreaming sustainable diets, or making sure that sustainable diets is part of our research agenda, part of our operational agenda, and part of what we need to do moving forward, not only in the context of hunger and undernutrition, but importantly, overnutrition and non-communicable diseases. It provides a link between the problems that exist throughout the world of under and overnutrition. We're seeing in parts of the world now, for example in India and China, but certainly in sub-Saharan Africa, what we call the double burden of malnutrition, where you have in the same households, but certainly in the same countries, large numbers of over and undernourished populations. Now this symposium has just come out now with a book that has the key presentations, the chapters that represent what we mean by sustainable diets, what can be done about it. And it's a 300-page book. It's available from the Bioversity website. It's a joint publication between FAO and Bioversity. And we're pleased that FAO has worked with us on this publication because it does represent a consensus around an important topic that brings in different sectors and different stakeholders. And so this publication in its various parts will help guide the reader, to guide those who are curious about what we mean by sustainable diets, and help them in terms of understanding some of the context in which these kinds of issues exist.